Do this every night before bed if you want to stop losing strength in your legs as you age. In Japan, this is one of the biggest differences between seniors who stay strong into their 80s and those who slowly weaken year after year. You already know that your body rebuilds muscle while you sleep. That part isn't new. But what most people don't know is that there is a very specific metabolic window that opens every single night right before you go to bed. This is the window when your body prepares to release growth hormone, the primary hormone responsible for repairing tissue and rebuilding muscle while you sleep. Here's the problem. More than 90% of people completely waste this window. They go to bed stiff, inactive, and metabolically silent. The signal their body receives is simple. Nothing needs to be rebuilt. And the result is predictable. They wake up with weaker legs, tighter joints, heavier steps, and less stability day after day. This is not aging. This is missed signaling. In Japan, especially in longevity regions, older adults do not go to bed passively. They prepare their body for sleep. They send a clear signal that the legs, hips, and lower body are still needed, still active, still important, and because of that, the body responds differently during the night. That's why today, you're going to see 6 simple exercises designed specifically to activate this nighttime metabolic window. These movements tell your nervous system and your muscles that it is time to rebuild strength in your legs while you sleep. And here's the part most people love. You do all of this lying in bed. No gym. No equipment. No excuses about being tired. Just you, your bed, and about 10 minutes. Before we begin, tell us in the comments your name and the city you're watching from. We always enjoy seeing where our community is joining us from. Let's start with exercise number 6. The lying quadriceps stretch may look simple, but it directly targets one of the biggest silent destroyers of leg strength as we age. Prolonged sitting. When you sit for hours each day, your quadriceps stay in a shortened position. Over time, your nervous system begins to accept this shortened length as normal. That reduces your range of motion and weakens your ability to generate force. In Japanese movement research, this is known as adaptive shortening, and it's one of the fastest ways leg strength disappears, without people noticing. Holding this stretch for 30 to 60 seconds before bed reverses that signal. It places the muscle in full extension and tells the nervous system to correct resting length again. This alone improves force production the next day. But the real benefit happens during sleep. Stretching creates a pumping effect in the blood vessels of the thigh, pushing out waste from the day and pulling in oxygen-rich, nutrient-dense blood. During sleep, that improved circulation dramatically accelerates recovery. Studies on nighttime stretching show increases of up to 25% in muscle protein synthesis during sleep. That means your legs are literally rebuilding more efficiently while you rest. The stretch also releases tension in the pelvic region, allowing the lower back to settle into a neutral position. Japanese sleep studies show that people who stretch before bed spend significantly more time in deep slow-wave sleep, the exact stage where muscle repair happens. To perform it correctly, lie on your side, bend the top knee and bring the heel toward the glute. Hold the ankle or the top of the foot and gently push the hip forward to feel the stretch in the front of the thigh. Keep the spine neutral. Breathe deeply and hold for 30 to 60 seconds. Then switch sides. The most common mistake is arching the lower back, which shifts tension away from the quadriceps and into the spine. Another mistake is pulling too hard, which overloads the knee. The stretch should feel firm, not aggressive. Now let's move to exercise number 5. Legs up the wall is one of the most underestimated recovery tools in Japanese evening routines. Throughout the day, gravity pulls blood and lymph down into the legs. That's why so many people feel heaviness, swelling, or tight calves at night. By elevating the legs, you allow gravity to reverse that process. Just 10 minutes in this position can reduce leg swelling dramatically. But the benefit goes much deeper. Elevating the legs reduces the workload on the heart, allowing blood to return passively. Studies show noticeable reductions in blood pressure after short sessions of leg elevation. More importantly, this position activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for rest and repair. Heart rate slows, cortisol drops, melatonin production increases. People who do this consistently fall asleep faster, wake less during the night, and feel more rested in the morning. In Japan, this position is often used specifically to prepare the body for deep sleep. To do it, lie on your back with your legs resting comfortably on a wall or headboard, forming a gentle 90-degree angle. Your hips can be slightly away from the wall if needed. Relax your arms and breathe naturally for 10 to 15 minutes. The biggest mistake is holding tension in the legs instead of letting them fully relax. If you feel tingling, bend the knees slightly. Next, exercise number 4. Lying hip rotation addresses one of the most common mobility losses after 60. Locked hips. When hip rotation is lost, the lower back compensates by twisting more than it should. Over time, this leads to chronic back discomfort and stiffness. Gentle rotation before bed stimulates synovial fluid production, the natural lubricant of the joint. This fluid continues to nourish the joint during sleep. Japanese studies show that people who mobilize joints before bed wake up with significantly less morning stiffness. The rotation also prevents fascial adhesions from forming overnight, keeping tissue layers sliding smoothly instead of sticking together. Lie on your back with knees bent and feet supported. Keep the shoulders flat and allow both knees to fall gently to one side. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, return to center, and repeat on the other side. Never force the range. The movement should feel easy and controlled. Let's continue with exercise number 3, because this one directly connects the nervous system to nighttime muscle rebuilding. And this is something Japanese sleep researchers emphasize again and again. If the nervous system doesn't shift into a parasympathetic state before bed, muscle regeneration during sleep is limited. No matter how good your intentions are, the knee to chest movement looks almost too simple to matter, but its effect on the body, especially after 50, is profound. When you lie on your back and gently bring one knee toward your chest, holding it there with relaxed breathing, you activate the vagus nerve. This is the main nerve responsible for calming the body, lowering stress hormones, and allowing growth hormone to rise during sleep. High cortisol blocks muscle repair. Low cortisol allows rebuilding to happen. Studies in neuroendocrinology show that deep, slow breathing combined with gentle flexion movements like this can reduce cortisol levels by up to 30% before sleep. That change alone dramatically improves sleep quality and recovery. There is another hidden benefit. This movement releases the psoas muscle, a deep muscle connecting the lower spine to the femur. The psoas becomes chronically tight in people who sit for long hours. When it stays tight, it pulls on the lower back all night long, preventing proper spinal decompression. By releasing it before bed, you allow the spine to realign naturally during sleep. To perform it correctly, lie flat on your back. Pull one knee toward your chest while the other leg remains relaxed and extended on the mattress. Hold the leg gently, without force. Keep your shoulders relaxed and breathe deeply for 30 to 45 seconds. Then switch sides. The most common mistakes are pulling the knee too hard or lifting the head off the mattress, which creates tension in the neck instead of relaxation in the body. Now we move to exercise number 2. And this one surprises many people because it doesn't look relaxing at all. The scissor movement activates the abdomen, hip flexors, and quadriceps together. This combination is critical for functional leg strength and fall prevention. In Japanese rehabilitation research, integrated core and leg activation is considered essential for maintaining independence after 60. When you perform the scissor movement before bed, something interesting happens. The moderate effort slightly elevates your heart rate. When you stop, the nervous system responds with a strong parasympathetic rebound. This rebound effect helps the body drop into deep sleep more efficiently. Lie on your back and place your hands under your glutes to protect the lower back. Lift both legs slightly off the mattress and alternate raising one while lowering the other in a slow, controlled manner. Do not let the feet touch the bed. Control the movement. Do not rush. Perform 30 total repetitions. This movement strengthens the deep stabilizing fibers of the core that protect your spine. And keep your gait stable. Studies show that regular scissor-type movements significantly improve postural control and reduce fall risk. The most common mistake is arching the lower back or moving the legs too fast using momentum. If you feel strain in the lower back, raise the legs slightly higher. Now let's move to exercise number 1, the foundation of leg strength. The glute bridge targets the gluteus maximus, the largest muscle in the human body and one of the most neglected. In Japanese movement science, strong glutes are considered essential for protecting the knees, stabilizing the pelvis, and maintaining a healthy spine. When the glutes are weak, the knees and lower back compensate. Over time, this leads to pain, instability, and accelerated joint wear. Strengthening the glutes removes this overload and restores proper alignment. To perform the bridge, lie on your back with knees bent and feet flat on the mattress, hip width apart. Push through the heels and lift the hips until the body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Squeeze the glutes firmly at the top for 2 to 3 seconds, then lower slowly. Avoid arching the lower back. The power should come from the glutes, not momentum. Perform 3 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions. This movement not only strengthens the legs, but also increases resting metabolism by activating large muscle mass, signaling the body to burn more energy even at rest. Now that you've completed the 6 core exercises, there is one bonus movement that completes the system. The calf raise is often called the body's second heart. The calves pump blood back toward the heart against gravity. Weak calves mean poor circulation, swelling, and fatigue in the legs. Strengthening them improves balance and reduces fall risk. Stand near a wall or chair for support. Rise onto your tiptoes, squeezing the calves at the top. Then lower slowly. Perform 15 to 20 repetitions for 3 sets. Move slowly and deliberately. Speed reduces effectiveness. If you do these movements consistently before bed, you will stop wasting the nighttime metabolic window. Instead of going to sleep stiff and inactive, your body receives a clear signal: rebuild, strengthen, recover. In the final part, I'll explain how to put this into a simple nightly routine, who should be cautious, and how to adjust if you have joint limitations. Now let's put everything together and talk about how to use this routine safely and effectively, especially after 50. Because as powerful as these movements are, the way you approach them matters far more than how hard you push or how tired you feel afterward. In Japan, longevity is never about forcing the body. It's about giving the body the right signals at the right time. The first thing to understand is this nighttime routine is not meant to exhaust you. If you finish these movements breathing hard or feeling overstimulated, you've missed the point. The goal is to activate, then calm, to wake the muscles just enough so the nervous system knows they are still needed, and then allow the body to drop into deep recovery during sleep. That's why the order matters. Stretching first prepares the muscles and joints. Elevation and rotation calm the nervous system and improve circulation. Strength movements come last, but they are controlled and deliberate, never aggressive. This sequence mirrors how many Japanese seniors prepare for rest. Gentle preparation, followed by quiet strength, then stillness. If you're just starting, you don't need to do everything at once. In fact, many people overdo it in the beginning and then quit. A better approach is to start with just 2 or 3 movements. For example, the quadriceps stretch, legs up the wall, and knee to chest. That alone can dramatically improve how your legs feel in the morning. After a week, add the scissor movement or glute bridges. Let your body adapt gradually. Pay close attention to how you feel the next morning. This routine should leave you feeling lighter, not sore, more stable, not stiff. If you wake up feeling tight or fatigued, reduce the volume. Less is often more when it comes to nighttime movement. Now, let's talk about safety. If you have acute knee pain, recent surgery, or joint inflammation, skip any movement that causes discomfort. Pain is not a signal to push through, it's information. Adjust the range, reduce the time, or skip the movement entirely. In Japanese rehabilitation, modifying is considered a sign of intelligence, not weakness. If you have balance issues, perform any standing movement near a wall or chair. If you have lower back sensitivity, prioritize slow breathing and keep the spine neutral at all times. Never rush. Speed is the enemy of control at night. One important reminder: consistency beats intensity every time. Doing this routine 5 nights a week at a moderate level is far more effective than doing it perfectly once and then stopping. The body responds to repetition. Night after night, these signals add up. What happens over time is subtle at first. You'll notice less stiffness when you wake up. Your legs will feel more responsive during the day. Walking becomes easier. Getting up from a chair feels more natural. Balance improves without you consciously training it. These are signs that the nighttime rebuilding process is working. This is how many older adults in Japan maintain leg strength well into their later years. Not through extreme workouts, but through intelligent preparation for rest. They understand that sleep is when the real work happens. Before you go tonight, try just one thing from this video. Even a single movement done calmly before bed is enough to start changing the signal your body receives. Over time, that signal becomes habit, and habit becomes strength. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these exercises felt the most useful for you? And do you feel a difference in your legs when you wake up in the morning? Share your experience in the comments. We read everyone. And if you want to continue building strength without stressing your joints, we have another video on the screen right now showing gentle isometric postures that work while sparing your knees and hips. Don't miss it. Thank you for being here, and take care of your body tonight.